right, Coach, coming off a tough season, what has this group shown to you in the offseason that improved going into this season?
Well, I think our rising senior group certainly wants to have a better season than they did as juniors, and watching our seniors go off in a tough fashion. So certainly I think looking back on last year provides motivation to the entire team to work all the harder in the off season, which I think the kids have done. But I've been very upfront with our team. It's not about last year. It's not about looking in the rearview mirror. It's all about looking through the windshield and moving forward. You certainly can take some things that will drive you motivationally wise, but last year has no impact on what's going to happen. What's about to happen, we have to make happen, and we have to be better. And we have to stop the run. We got to run the ball better, and we have to be better in special teams. So it's a pretty simple process for our football team.
You're returning a lot of guys on offense. It's got to help out. You got Ryan O'Neal on quarterback, and you got a lot of Rudolph at running back, and a couple wideouts coming back. Just talk about all the returning depth that you have on offense.
Well, a year ago I sat here and said, that we're a young football team, and I knew we were. And then unfortunately we got younger with injuries and ended up lettering approximately 19 freshmen, so which is a little unusual, and something you don't really want to get into in this league, as tough as it is. But that's the cards that we were dealt and how we worked through it. Now the advantage this year is all those players that were young and inexperienced a year ago have a full year under their belt, particularly Ryan at quarterback. I look for him to be much improved. He had great numbers last year. We just didn't add up for us in the win column, but there were other factors involved in that. Our defense was not nearly as strong, and our special team play was poor. So I'm really excited for these kids that got that kind of experience. I think Ryan O'Neal, from a physical and mental standpoint, is much better than a year ago, much more confident, and with that game experience under his belt and having gotten sat down and then put back in the starting role, I think that made him grow as a man. So really confident in what Ryan brings to the table and the rest of our group.
Well, what about on defense? What do you see for your defense? Someone stepping up there, and how do they look going into this?
Well, kind of a little different for us is an entire secondary back that has a lot of playing experience. With the addition now with Darius Safford returning, give us even more depth in the secondary, particularly at corner, an important position. So that's been something that's a little different for us to be in, to have that kind of experience in the secondary. That being said, I think we have some depth in the D-line, and we can rotate some guys and keep them fresh. I think Ben Eaton, like Ryan O'Neal, getting a full year under his belt, I look for him to be much more of an impact player at linebacker. And the good news is, Ben Eaton has another additional year yet as a medical redshirt, so he'll end up being a 3-year starter, and I think you'll see, as with Ryan, a much different player in Ben Eaton having a year under his belt as well.
Last year had a lot of close losses. How do you foresee your team going into this year, trying to finish out those games, and then also talk a little bit about going into the Patriot League this year? What do you foresee with it?
Well, certainly our team heard my words many times, and it was proven out that there's a fine line between winning and losing, and unfortunately 2010 caught us on the wrong side of that line. You look at any of the championship years we had, it was no different. A play here, a play there, maybe a half a dozen plays on the year. Season could have been entirely different, but those are things that are behind us now. I think they certainly know how tough it is to win. I've told them enough that this is the most challenging schedule that I've seen since I've taken the head football job, opening up in North Dakota State, jumping right back to Georgetown, tough Ivy League run, and then the rest of a very tough Patriot League schedule. Patriot League's gotten nothing but better. I'm one of the old school guys here. In fact, I still have a ring that says Colonial League from 1998, or 1988 rather. And it's just gotten better and better, more competitive every year. No matter who's ranked where, anyone in the league can beat anybody else, and the parity just makes the league even better.
Got all summer waiting for this point. Just talk about what you're excited for this season.
Well, going into my 35th year of coaching, I'm just excited I'm going to live another year, hopefully, to see another season. But every year is exciting, and this time of the year is always exciting. I don't know what I would do if we weren't doing this. In fact, some people have asked me that question. Unfortunately, hopefully, I don't have to think about it. But it's an exciting time of the year, a new attitude, new life, new opportunity, tough schedule, but just a great way to make a living. So we're always excited to get started.
All right, thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.